welcome to Blogging for Programmers. This is episode 32. And tonight I want to talk about getting out of your comfort zone. That's why I drew a bed. I don't know if it covers it for you, but I like sleeping. Can't do it as much as I used to could, but good Southern word there, by the way. Used to could. Don't use it in your writing. Here's the thing. As people, as programmers, as employees, we get into a comfort zone. We know what our company can do. We know what our company does. We may even master the things that they're doing, the ways that they're building software, the ways that they're managing software, the ways that they're doing source control. All of those things are comfort zone things because that's how we've done it. And they may actually be the best possible way, but they also may be the worst possible way. The hard part is determining if you're doing things the right way or the wrong way. And how do you do that? You do that by expanding your boundaries. If you do it using certain methods, try the other methods. If you build software in C and you want to try C#, do the same thing. Try something new. Lately, I've been trying Postgres, MySQL a little bit more. I started in my last job, but even now, I've been working on some editing for a book that's about Postgres and MySQL. And it stretches my boundaries because I'm not that deep yet. And one of the things that's fun about editing is you read people's work, you learn from them, and then you verify to make sure they're right. So either you learn from them or you learn from checking them. I went to a presentation once. This is where it comes from. And this person came this really, really cool solution. He was like, you do this, you do this. This is how it works. This is just beautiful. At the end, I was like, can we have the code? I can't give out the code. It's my company's work. And I'm like, there's no way I'm remembering enough of this to repeat it. I'm staccato right on purpose. Like, this is crazy. Because I was really very disappointed because I wanted to do it. So the goal here, and you're working, is not to just do the stuff that you're doing at work. That may actually get you in trouble. Remember back to getting permission, right? It's to do stuff beyond what you're doing at work, beyond what you're going to do professionally for now, because you have to make sure you learn more. This is really big when you're doing a presentation. When you're doing a presentation, when you're speaking, people can ask questions live. That's a little harder because sometimes they'll ask you questions that are really close to what you're doing. And you're like, I don't know. This is what I know. But in writing, at least your comments are going to be, how do you do this? And you research it. You want to find things you don't know and learn them, and then learn them good enough that you can then teach them. And teaching is what really becomes fun because you not only teach yourself, you teach others. And you not only teach others, you teach yourself. It's circular. And when somebody asks a question, you go and do it. I wrote a blog about performance tuning certain kinds of functions in SQL Server. And the first time someone asked a question, and I went and proved their question. And then someone else said, have you tried this? And I was like, come on, man, leave me alone. I don't want to do more. But the person who asked it was somebody I really respect. So I'm going to go do it when I get over this fleet of projects and catching up stuff I've been doing. But you got to get past your comfort zone because you learn stuff. And I promise you, the weirdest thing is going to happen. You're going to learn something sometime that week. You're probably going to find a use for it. And a lot of times it'll be somewhere you went, man, this would have taken me a day. And now it's taking me 10 seconds. I know AI, whatever. It can do everything faster than you, better than you. And there's some truth to that. But even AI, if you haven't pushed your boundaries and it only is being trained on what you do, it's not going to push the boundaries. And if you don't know what to ask it to do the right way, then you're not going to get the right answer. So you need to know what it is you need to know in case you need it. I know that's hard, right? I talked in the last episode about making money and how you're not going to. at writing, except for the long haul. And in the long haul, someone will see that you wrote about some feature, some technique, something. You learned how to sort in Python or something, and you did it better than anybody's ever done it. But you're not using it in production. You're not using it for professional reasons. They're going to go, hey, maybe you can do that for us. We need that sort of thing too. It's really a lot of marketing. And I talk about how much I hate marketing myself. And I really, really hate marketing myself. But you do it because that's how people find out about you. And sometimes you need people to find out about you. So get out, push your boundaries. If you know something, see what else you can know about it. If you think you know about the internals of Windows, go find out if you're right. Find out something new. Blog about every little thing you learn. Maybe it's a page, maybe it's 5 pages, maybe you delve deep. Maybe you write in such words that nobody can understand. Totally fine. There are people that can understand you, unless you don't make any sense. And that occasionally happens. And I go back and look at my old blogs. I'm like, what was I talking about? This does not make any sense. And that's completely normal. You get in your head. And one of the techniques, we'll have to talk about this some other time, but you got to make sure you read your blogs outside of your own head. Because if you read it inside your head, you've got this much knowledge and you're going to expand it a little bit. Or you're talking to somebody here who has this much knowledge, they may not even know what you're talking about. And sometimes you may be skipping things because you know it, it sounds right in your head as you're writing it. If you don't edit it really well, that's a problem. But get out there, do the expanding things, learn more about the things you know, learn about things you don't know, and put it on paper. Digital paper, of course, but paper. Thank you very much. Get out there and write some blogs.